It all started over 50 years ago with a simple question. What if a computer could make pictures? How could we use them? And what would they look like generations from now?
Hello, folks. I'm Mr. Computer Image.
Welcome in. I hope you're hungry.
Show me the future, guys. What is up, everybody? This announcement I'm about to talk about with you guys is a monumental moment that is going to supercharge the entire artificial intelligence industry. The video I just showed you was from SIGGRAPH 2023. That is the intro before the Nvidia CEO comes out and discusses all of their brand new products. The reason why I'm showing you that is because we got a lot of clips we need to break down today on why markets are going to pump, what altcoins are going to benefit the most from this, and that is, of course, because of Nvidia's post-record revenue up 265% on booming AI business. This is monumental, guys. They are aftermarket, after dropping roughly 4% today. We're talking $50 to $70 billion in value, dropped all the way to $674. And aftermarkets, guys, while everybody was anticipating and worried about it collapsing, yes, aftermarkets, it's now back up to $730 or 8%, roughly 8%, 50 plus points right here. That is massive, guys. We're talking about a company here way larger than Bitcoin, way larger than the majority of your entire stock market, and it's been carrying the Magnificent Seven. Even though the Magnificent Seven have been doing very, very well, check this out, guys. The assets by market cap, you can see Nvidia is now toppling Amazon and Alphabet. Right now it is after hours, but it is technically probably around the $1.7 trillion range right now. Testing Amazon and Alphabet, probably going to be taking over the throne as a top 5 company in the world. And guess what, guys? This company is twice the size of Bitcoin. We are still so early to crypto. It is disgusting. Everybody's saying, Josh, top of the markets. Why are people caring about Nvidia? Nvidia has nothing to do with crypto. Wake up. I am sorry. If you're somebody that doesn't understand just anything in a macro environment or supply chains or logistics, it matters. Nvidia is the spearhead to the entire crypto industry. It's the spearhead of the NASDAQ at this point. And I actually pulled up some charts for you guys just to show it. This is just over the last year. This is the earnings reports with Nvidia at the top. You could see every time Nvidia moved up, it often correlated to Bitcoin. When you zoom out, the price chart is nearly identical with, of course, risk-off assets. You guys you heard about this a lot when COVID took place and they started raising interest rates and the stock markets and everything collapsed. And then Nvidia actually got the heat of this. They were saying, don't touch it with a 10-foot pole. Companies like Morgan Stanley were coming out and saying that this is over. This is just hype. This is fuzz. This is just, it's hocus pocus. And it continues to outpace every single company and is about to become a top 5. And here is why this is so important for crypto. It's so important for Bitcoin. And I'm going to show you in this video a crypto that should be considered the Nvidia of crypto. It is a DPIN project, and I'll show you in just a second. But first, of course, guys, we have to show you why this all took place and how we got here. This is, of course, from SIGGRAPH, same video I just showed you the intro. Jensen, the CEO, is announcing all of these major movements at this convention earlier this year. Check out this product that changed everything.
B-Link into one giant system. And so this is a modern GPU. So next time when you order a GPU on Amazon, don't be surprised if this shows up. Okay, so that's how you take Grace Hopper and scale it up into, of course, a giant system. Future frontier models will be built this way. And so let me show you this. This is how you would do it. And so now you would have a single Grace Hopper in each one of these nodes. This is the way computing was done in the past. For the last 60 years, ever since the IBM System 360, and for the last 60 years, that's the way we've been doing computing. Well, now, general purpose computing is going to give way to accelerated computing and AI computing. Every single application, every single database, whenever you interact with a computer, you'll likely be first engaging a large language model. That large language model will figure out what is your intention, what is your desire, what are you trying to do given the context, and present the information to you in the best possible way. Well, if you were to have an ISO budget way of processing that workload, it would take, let me just choose a number, $100 million, and $100 million would be a reasonably small data center these days. $100 million would buy you about 8,800 x86 GPUs. It would take about 5 megawatts to operate that, and I normalize the performance into 1x. Using the exact same budget with accelerated computing Grace Hopper, it would consume only 3 megawatts, but your throughput goes up by an order of magnitude. Basically, the energy efficiency, the cost efficiency of accelerated computing for generative AI applications is about 20x. 20x in Moore's law and just the current way of scaling CPUs, that would be a very, very long time. And so
that's insane. That's just absolutely insane. For you guys that don't know Moore's law, it essentially says the efficiency of these computing. Let me pull it up for you guys here. Moore's law. I want the exact definition because it's 2x. It's actually only 2x. Check this out. Moore's law in the observation that the number of transistors on an integrated circuit will double every 2 years. Double every 2 years. That is a 2x, and this just 20x the entire industry. They were skipping nearly 10 years. They're skipping, or what is that? Not even 2x, because every 2 years, 2x. So that's 10. You guys get the point. I can't even do the math. This is crazy. This is why I am not an engineer for these projects. But guys, what I do know and what is important is how this is going to roll over into crypto. So, of course, Nvidia CEO is optimistic that AI could expand to $2 trillion by the next 5 years. This is a massive valuation. Honestly, Nvidia could continue to become the largest company in the world at this rate. Nvidia CEO saying this is just absolutely massive and just breaking numbers because no one believes that Nvidia can continue to outperform its earnings reports. Of course, obviously, hitting these billions and billions of dollars is going to be a lot harder, but it will definitely start to slow down. So it's not going to have these crazy 500% gains, right? It went from like 300 billion to 1.7 trillion. It's not like it's going to do that to 7 trillion over the same, time period. At least I would not expect that. But contesting with these top companies, 100% I anticipate that actually taking place. But why I wanted to talk about this, guys, why you need to understand that Moore's law, why you need to understand the overall value impact of these new GPUs and these new designs is because there is a massive need for new infrastructure. There's a massive need for decentralizing these costs by making it more cost efficient, by lowering all of these of cost effective technologies and bringing in faster transactions, better storage, all of the things that are involved with DPIN, wireless connections, etc. There's only one other company that's been invited to a massive conference that's taking place in less than a month. And of course, that is going to be none other than Render itself. Render at $6.85. You can see after the earnings report of Nvidia, it actually popped off. It is starting to bounce back up, approach that 7 cents. And here is the founder of Render, the only project that's ever been invited to this specific conference that I'll show you the attendees for in just a moment.
So Octane is the world's first and fastest unbiased spectral renderer on the GPU. It's been used in film and television productions, the opening of Westworld. We are also integrated in Unity, and we just yesterday announced that we're going to be shipping Octane for Unreal next year. So when I first was made aware of the ray tracing hardware acceleration in Turing, I lost my mind because I knew that ray tracing hardware was the future. So on Pascal, Octane Bench was getting about 400 million rays a second, and on Turing, it's about 3.2 billion. So that's an 8x improvement in speed, and that's going to be huge for visualization, product design, and many other things that are now possible in real time. Rasterization has basically controlled the way games are created and programmed, and with ray tracing on RTX, you're going to see games that look real, it's going to be easier to make them, and they'll look absolutely beautiful. This changes everything.
And of course, that is, again, the founder. That is the founder of Render, Jules Urbach, the only crypto founder that ever been invited to the GTC Summit here. Now, that is huge, right? This is a massive summit put on by Nvidia every single year in, I believe, Palo Alto. It's in San Jose. I actually might be flying out there myself, but you're going to be having industry leaders in crypto attend this year, like Cathie Wood, right? Massive, massive investors in the crypto industry. You have robotics, of course, Vice President of Nvidia speaking as well, or Microsoft Gen AI, sorry about that. LinkedIn's going to be there. Massive companies. These are the biggest companies in the world, guys. They're going to be utilizing it. Walt Disney Animations, all speaking about the future of AI and the advancements with rendering and all of this computation. And Render was the only project ever invited to this summit. Now, I do know a few projects will be probably attending this year, but the point is, guys, this market is just getting started. There is trillions of dollars starting to be flooded into it. There's a need for all of this new computation, all of this new processing, all of this new data storage, all of this wireless connections. And of course, having your portfolio exposed to some of these projects is very, very important, such as Render itself, which will link the video to our full in-depth deep dive on Render right here. That does have price predictions, but I do believe honestly need to be updated at this point as these products continue to outpace themselves and we move towards a world of complete artificial intelligence and generative AI with accelerated, of course, artificial intelligence here, or computing through these new GPUs. But we also have, guys, other projects. So if you're interested in learning about these projects as well, I went ahead on Twitter, guys. I put together a massive 3-part series for you guys on DPen, what it is, how it works, and my 3 favorite projects. I'll show you a little sneak peek for the first one here, but the first one is Claude AI. So if you want to start learning about these, make sure you head over to the Twitter, give us a follow, and of course, check out our DPen content on YouTube, guys. That's all I got for you guys. Start paying attention to DPen. Start paying attention to artificial intelligence. This is just getting started. We are less than 60 days from the Bitcoin halving. We actually have the countdown right here, guys. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and get ready to make life-changing gains. And I'll see you guys at the top.